Now, let me introduce JAI-EXAFS. JAI-EXAFS is a graphical user interface GI for AI-EXAFS calculations built using Python's tkinter library. Let me show you this one. Here is the JAI-EXAFS. And then this is Anaconda PowerShell prompt, and you input the keywords JAI-EXAFS. Yeah, this is a command, and then you can see the GI of AI-EXAFS like this. And now let me show you the JAI-EXAFS is working. So I wanna click the buttons here like this. And later I will explain all of the things step by step. And then AI-EXAFS is calculating now step by step. Yeah, pass 1. Here is the pass 1, and then pass 1 here, and pass 2 here. This one. So now my notebook is very slow, so we are waiting more. So here is the reward, and then R factor. Yeah, the reward is inversely proportional to R factor. I already explained. This is a string number of the parameters. Now the parameter is energy parameter here, and the number pass 1 number, pass 1 coordination number R, and sigma scale like this. Okay, and then we are waiting now, and then later I will explain more. Okay. So yeah, I will describe the buttons and labels later, step by step later. Here, I want to demonstrate how powerful now JAI-EXAFS is as a tool for analyzing EXAFS data using BMIC platinum oxide as an example. Here, look, yeah, this important data is BMIC platinum oxide data. This is a wavelet transform like that. Okay. I prepared the BMIC platinum oxide EXAFS data obtained from PEP for platinum oxide and platinum pairs. So I fixed the parameters. Energy is E0 is 0.0, and then SO scale 0.86, and the for the first peaks PTO pairs, the coordination number and bonding length and sigma scale are 6 and 2.05 and 0.004 respectively. For the platinum pair, these values are 12 and 2.7719 and 0.007. Also, yeah, like that. And this BMIC platinum oxide EXAFS data can be imported into the JAI-EXAFS like this and plotted using these buttons like that, data button and platinum FFT, which is a Fourier transform, and wavelet transforms. Wavelet transform is based on superlet. Yeah, so you can see Fourier transform and wavelet transform. So like this. We have a detailed knowledge. You have a detailed knowledge of the local structure of properties of the mimic data because we made that once. I made that one. Okay. Also, we know exact local structure information. Okay. So in JAI-EXAFS, you can make I'm sorry. Also, yeah, pure transform data and wavelet transform data, yeah, like that. I already explained. Sorry. So, and I want to show you how the deep RL fit is conducted, and also, yeah, later you can understand that. And okay, let me show you AI-EXAFS again. Okay, look here. Yeah, this is exact local structure information. However, I I input some initial values, yeah, like this one. For yeah, R1 is 1.48, and yeah, this is sigma scale 0.008 initial values, and in that case also, yeah, we the 4 divided by 1000. So the number, second number, initial number 8, and initial bonding length 2.5. They are inaccurate values. Okay, with starting values. So you want to find, yeah, you want how how the deep RLs, yeah, efficiency. Okay. Okay, let me check here. Okay. In the meantime, the FEPI fitting is shown for the mimic data, platinum oxide data, using correct initial values like this. Correct initial values. The fitting ranges and K weight are 2.5 to 11 for K space, 1.5 to 3 for R space, and a K weight of 3. The theoretical passes which are used to create the mimic platinum oxide were also imported for fitting like this. I mean, yeah, they are same to what's the mimic platinum data information, same, so like that. The coordination numbers of platinum oxide and platinum are fixed to reduce correlation. Subsequently, clicking the fit here button, the fitting learn in Larch. We already know answer result like red values in the table. Yeah, this is the answer values, right? Considering truncated ranges, the result obtained from PEPIT agree with answer result. Okay. For revealing the limitation for PEPIT fittings, we tried fitting the mimic data with initial bonding length of 2.57 or 3 angstrom for platinum pass respectively, without changing the initial value. Only I changed the second peak bonding length. The fitting results are shown in two figures. As you see two figures, the fit result did not agree well with the expected values, highlighting the importance of having accurate initial values. These results can make it challenging for beginners to conduct EXAFS analysis. Okay, so and to find the best fit, we change the bonding length parameters or another parameters like this. Okay, and then you already know I used the inaccurate values in the deep RL like this. Okay. Okay, click. Okay, next, I demonstrate how JAI-EXAFS is effectively fit platinum oxide data or others, and even with inaccurate initial value. We adjusted each initial value as shown in the top. Here is like this, already this one. You can see. So you saw these ones, right? And then please note that in JAI-EXAFS, parameters such as energy, and coordination number and bonding length, here's bonding length, and sigmas for all passes are not constrained, which is a major advantage comparing to FAPIT fitting. The deep RL processing may be finished. Let me check. No, it is working. But look at these ones. Maximum reward is 2 and R factor 0.03. And then let me check starting. And then reward is 0.61 and then R factor 1.6. Okay, starting point. But also one sequence, the deep RL find the maximum 32, and then more findings, I think so. Okay, so my computer is now my notebook is very slow, so the processing is also slow. And then look at this. The table and here is the tables, and below the figures reveals the fitting result from JAI-EXAFS like that. These figures show how well the deep RL finds the best fit. Here like that, starting, and then reward 10, reward 20, reward 30, and reward 50, reward 70, reward 90, reward 300. Okay. During the deep RL fit, the maximum reward for each step is increasing. The tables, the result in the tables, here is this one. The tables agrees with the known values. Okay. And look here's sequence. This is a sequence. Sequence. This is a reward function of a sequence like this. Find, and then finally the result, the graph of result is this ones like this. Okay. Okay. Let's see And yeah, look. Also, the deep RL is finding, yeah, here you look, 115 and 0.0086 R factor. So the deep RL is now finding like that. So yeah, this result demonstrates that AI-EXAFS is a highly effective tool for EXAFS analysis.